humping Steven Crowder.
Oh, I believe it about Wings because he was in the boxing match with him. I'm sure people wanted to hear what he had to say, and good for him. Good for him. No, I didn't take a dump. I was just getting some shit ready. Hello. There, I feel like so much has happened, yet so little has happened. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Good for him. If he actually got 20,000 people, he got 20. That's a hell of a view bot. I've had that happen a couple times, but it was like maybe like 1,000. Jesus Christ. That's actually the case. Holy fuck, dude. Well, yeah, if you're looking for nothing but the bare bones sports, I mean, I think they were still lazy with it. But if you're just looking to play the games and you don't care about any of the extra bells and whistles, I could see why you're fine with it, you know? Call of Duty Modern Warfare, wasn't it supposed to just be DLC for Modern Warfare 2? And then they're like, wait, we could actually gouge people for $70. Why would we do that? You know what I'm saying? You know, fun fact, you know who else did that? Bungie and Microsoft with Halo ODST. Halo 3 ODST. That was supposed to be just DLC. For Halo 3. And they're like, wait a second. People will spend full price on this. It's Halo. Now, in 2023, that probably wouldn't happen. Halo does not have the same value that it did back then. They're like, oh, we could shape a turd that came out of our ass like Master Chief and people will buy it. Not saying that ODST was bad, but you get my point. You know? Oh, yeah, you sent me that clip. Like, they think, dude, I'm like, dude, I don't care about, like, when you do something extreme, it's different. You saying what she said there compared to an entire church burning down. What was she, like, imitating a language or something like that? I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm not a pearl clutcher. You know, I love how they do that to try to soften other shit that they've done. We're doing something. The PC police or ReviewTechUSA. He's kind of like, dude, I don't fucking care. I am drinking Pepsi. It's so he was the #1 page on YouTube streams for a bit. Was you? Hey, good for him, man. God bless. The new Assassin's Creed Mirage. What is it called now? I don't even know. Ban anybody who says they have a Pepsi sponsorship. Hey, Rich, this morning at midnight, YouTube is starting to force smaller channels to submit a video or ID verification for 2 months of perfect channel history in order to begin to regain advanced features. Well, that's a thing. Okay, Saggy, I'll check it. How are you? How's life? Everything well? Why am I talking like that? What the fuck keeps showing up on my stream? Why do I have, like, foot shit? Oh, TeamU. Fuck off. Fuck your emails. Fuck your website. Fuck your products. Fuck everything about TeamU. I hate you. I hate you, TeamU. I don't know you. I've never worked with you, but you never leave me alone. Fuck off. I hate your company. I hate your products. I hate your foot shit. I hate everything. I don't want to work with you. I usually never call out companies, ever. And a lot of them are somewhat incessant. You're on another fucking level. Fuck off, TeamU. Fuck off. Did I mention fuck off? You know when Lazy Game Reviews was complaining about TeamU. And he's like, one of the more professional dudes on YouTube, that there's a problem. Jesus Christ, fuck you and fuck your products in the ass hard. Ask me how I really feel. Hour shift tomorrow. What do you mean hour shift? You're only working for an hour? Is that, or did you have a number in there and like you forgot to like, I've done shit like that. Listen, your melons are not saggy, so your name is inaccurate, which I know is the point. Why am I talking about this? I don't know. Oh yeah. Tonight's rewind back time night. I know, yeah. It's fine. If you have a 14, I use them for video editing. My speakers, I gotta go get them checked. Because they're like distorting a little bit. More than I like. Where is the plumbers don't wear tie? I've been looking for that for a while. Someone trolled me a while back and said it was out. And I looked all over on my switch for it and it wasn't there. So basically, JREM, I have to ban myself. Ban anybody with saggy tits. I have such a weird divided audience with Phil. There are Todd Provolone is here. Todd Provolone is in the chat. There are some people in my audience that cannot get enough of Phil. They can... If I dedicated all of my streams to solely Phil, they would watch them. But then there are people that I cannot watch Phil for like 2 months, and if I watch him once, they're like, I may not come watch you again if you dare watch Phil ever again. So it's like... You know... But then there's just like shit that you like ask who was, oh my god, he's here all the time. Pulse Attack. Sorry, dude, I almost forgot your name. We're like, let's go check out what Phil's doing. Literally, as we clicked, he was yelling at his audience. The guy who swears that if you check my actual channel, it's not like what the detractors say. Click on its channel. It's exactly what the detractors say it is. Everyone says it. I've said it. It's a Gundam said it. Bill Gates has said it. No pressure. Phil's biggest detractor is Philip Paul Burnell. DSP Gaming is the biggest detractor channel of DSP Gaming going. What do you got to talk about? But what's going on with Boogie now? I don't know exactly what happened with that Snort Hogan shit. I don't know what happened. I don't. People are saying that it was all out there already. If it's all out there already, then it kind of... Not that I condone spreading it, but it's a little bit different. If he put out like his gay code, that's not okay at all. I'll look at the key. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm not looking to defend Keemstar or attack him. I have to find the full story out.
Contributions.
I mean, the guys
Dr.
other than
Sex E Coco donated $15. Richie, I am in heaven. I'm down visiting some friends in North Carolina. We decided to make a campfire and cook up steak, chicken, sausage, veggies, and corn on the campfire.
How big is the sausage?
That plus some beer and I could fart out an American flag right now.
But how big were the sausage? Wait, he had the gate code up on the back behind him? Yeah, I need to know the whole story. Like, I'm not going into shit. Like, at least in a weird way, there is someone sent me a DM from Keemstar. He did really believe that I leaked the fight, or I leaked that Sam Hyde was trading the quartering, which I didn't. Sam Hyde himself had a clip up that proved that I didn't. But at least at first I thought he was doing like some showman drama shit, Keemstar. No, he actually thought I leaked it. I'm like, well, you are an idiot, but you're an honest one. At least with that. Listen, eat a lot of sausage on the grill, have beer, and then have diarrhea, Sexy Coco. Well, no, he was talking... I mean, these are out there, so it's not that I'm, like, talking about private. I think he was talking, like, Nick Diorio. He's like, I think Rich is just making up bullshit. I'm like... I mean, I proved it already back then, like, with Sam Hyde's own clip, where his assistant came out, like, oh, isn't the quartering training? Aren't you training the quartering? And it's Sam Hyde was like... You weren't supposed to say that. Natsu is here. He said, birds, no way. What? No way. Juicy Booch with the stuff. Super chat. Where is the plumbers don't... That would be a great stream, dude. Not only would it be a great stream, it would just be funny as fuck, but it's a game where I could pay attention to the chat. Like, you guys could actually decide to, like, what to do with her breast next. So at least, hey, Keem, at least you genuinely thought that I leaked it and you weren't just making up a bunch of shit. So there you go. In a way, you're partially exonerated, even though you should have looked into it more. Oh, that feels good going down the throat. Look, listen, there is no such thing as overfilled Phil stream. You get all the contributions while Phil is complaining. Zero contributions. It's just funny. People are like, Rich, you were someone like remote accessed your computer, which is true. And you got more viewers with like people just staring at a black screen. It's life. Today has been a thing. The mom's just passed, and I'm very glad. Oh, I'm sorry. Your mom just passed away? Fill me up while I'm still in shock. Jesus Christ, dude. I'm sorry. Man. And then I'm like looking down my Twitter feed, like Rambo Tweety I retweeted him just a few days ago. Not to be Debbie Downer, but Jesus. Yeah, that bothered me a lot with Rambo. Yeah, I'm very sorry too, Seymour. Not to like deflect from you. That's not what I'm trying to do, but I'm not going to put it in a bottle and breastfeed it to DSP. Lick the brown in my rear. Throw brown in your ear. I'm like, why the hell do you have me? I guess wax, but I enjoy watching Phil, but I love watching React to Phil doing dumb shit even more. Phil is funny, but not for the reasons that he thinks. Like, just that he made it. Like, dude, all right, dude, you probably have like mild COVID. You're fine. You're okay. I just find it funny. He was talking about how he can't talk and stream when he literally talked for 30 minutes straight. That's how I feel about that. I know he had some health issues, but I thought he was like, I know he had some chronic stuff. And again, it's not my place. I know, like, he mentioned it here, so I'm not saying anything about Rambo that was private. But it seemed like he was okay, and he was just going to deal with the chronic stuff that he had, but custody dispute with baby mama. Any advice? Get snipped. That's all I can say. Oh God, Ray, you sent me a million different. Look, I ain't covering any of this shit either. I don't care. I don't know the whole story. The guy's name is Salvo Pancakes. I should just make a video saying the guy's name is Salvo Pancakes. This is my TED Talks. His name is Salvo Pancakes. Stop. That's it. Like, oh, listen. How is his name? Get rid of Acid Pro and get Ableton? I don't know about that, man. Let me play you some shit real quick. Let me play you some shit. You know what? I will get shirtless. You'd even ask, but I'll get shirtless anyway. Why? Because this will make my beat. Now, I need to find a better version of this sample. I've even tried to Shazam it. I looked at the group. Still can't find the original. Because it's kind of... Whoever ripped the sample, it's kind of thin. You know, and I don't want to disappoint Rome Streets. You know, my science experiments. There was beat making software on a PS1, and I know someone who actually could flip fucking samples on there, and his beats are fucking crazy. I was like, I thought maybe he used Acid Pro like I use. I could show you the file, by the way. Let me switch here. Philip Burnell stars in The Breast of a Man. React here. So this is the sample. It's just like, I don't know how it was ripped, man. It kind of sounds like it went through like AI or machine learning software, but it didn't. So I think it may have just been like a low bitrate MP3 or something. But anyway. Why does that kick sound fucked up? That kick didn't sound like that before, but anyway. Normal sized nips, why thank you. Shazam is a piece of software. Yeah, but the kick sounds weak now, though. It didn't sound weak before. I must have fucked up something with the mix. I mean, I have a sidechain on there, too, so it shouldn't. Sidechain actually makes the bass line go down. I'll figure it out later. I mean, I love the sample, so I could fix it, but... Anyway. Let's watch some pedos get caught. We haven't done that in a while. Ryan wants to bounce. That looks like a... Why does it look like a fatter version of Pyrocynical? You notice that? Looks like a fatter version of Pyrocynical. I don't... Richard Burnell, I know you on Twitter, you fucking pain in the ass. In terms of being a member, Cosmic, why is your cucumber brown? I don't know. I'm sure I could look and figure out who is... I'll let you guys know next stream who is the longest member. I don't... That didn't sound right, but you get my point. No, I don't. I listen to classical music. I listen to rock, dude. I listen to... Basically, I've listened to... Intro guy made me a fan of Bob Dylan back in, like, 2000. I listen to everything. I produce hip-hop. I don't know, that maybe that drum got lost with my ass, the kick drum. I don't know what I did. I must have too heavy of a compression on it. Because literally right before I stream, I'm like, oh, that drum sound, that kick sounds good. I must have fucked up the setting. Because it's like every time the kick's supposed to come in, it's like...
social media site.
Thank you, Abby. I have the smallest member. Thank you. God, no. I wish I had 1,000 members.
And starts off pretty casual, but it quickly turns salacious.
I don't listen to spat, but I don't get it. Now, you could have opinions at a legal age, like with Boogie, for example, and Keemstar too. Wasn't he dating a 20 or is dating a 20-year-old? But what I don't get with these guys, and I guess it's part of the sickness, is that you couldn't have found someone just 3 years older, so there wasn't the risk of a prison sentence. does it make a difference 18 or 15? Like, in terms of, like, you couldn't have made him 3 years older? That's, I don't know. But I guess that's part of, like, the thrill, I suppose. Yeah, Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen, like, he works with well, you could think Boogie is weird. He's not a pedophile. You could think it's weird with Keemstar, but if the person is of legal consenting age, you are by law not a pedophile. Yeah, he's made some mistakes, I've heard, Chris Hansen. But yeah, he's on a new, like, every 5 minutes I feel like he's working for a new company doing these things. Or is it just me? I'm exaggerating, obviously, but he was working with True Crime or whatever it was. Well, first, obviously, he was on MSNBC. That's where everything blew up with To Catch a Predator. Then that district attorney who was a fucking pervert shot himself, and everyone, including, remember that this guy, this piece of shit.
You're getting Grandpa excited.
He got away with meeting up with Chris Hansen, because Stanley Kendall, because he was part of that sting operation where the district attorney killed himself. Wait, Hansen got banned from Twitter by calling the old decoy. Why did he call her? That's the real question. Why did he call her? I mean, look, she's obviously an adult or whatever, and what? That's weird. Why? What was the reason for that? As I scratch my balls. You can't see me scratching my balls, do you? No. Interesting. Hansen got me banned. Oh, Hansen got me banned on Twitter by calling the old decoy. Oh, now that's still fucked up, though. He's weird with shit. He's weird with his content, too.
He's on his way. Everyone get...
I saw your hands going in. What's he do with the gel, dude? It's not like the Dream Cream from Tim and Eric. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hansen is weird about his content. You could stream it just fine. Other times it's copyrighted, except Chris Hansen's. Yeah, he is very, very strange with his content. I assure you, Chris, and I know I'm going to sound like XQC right now, but this helps your cause, both with viewership and financially. There's like, wait, Chris Hansen's still doing this? I'm like, yeah, we're watching it right now. Listen, when you see the size of the pipes and how quickly the ficus travels from the toilet, you're going to love my PVC. Yeah, that JVC's 86, man. The only thing that's weird is that sometimes if I use one cassette deck to try a tape and put in the other one, it goes into like high-speed dubbing mode. You got the lube. It's it. You're toast. Yeah, it's that, and it's also an uncontrollable... That's why a lot of these dudes, there's a huge percentage of them. I don't know the number, but there is a huge percentage of them that are reoffenders. Because they can't... Wait... Yeah, Nate is losing his mind. I'm going to say this publicly here. Apparently, he's going to, like, the cops saying that I'm a pedophile. Wow, haven't had that card heard against me before. Nate, I'm going to let you know something, dude. I got a lot of other shit on my plate right now. Sorry. The community didn't want you back. Why now all of a sudden this is becoming an issue with you? You must be off your meds again. So go to the police and say I'm a pedophile. Go say whatever the fuck you want to say. And you could go fuck yourself. You're a piece of shit. Anyway, that's it. So go ahead, dude. Go fucking make up you're going to make up lies like that? You realize there could be severe legal ramifications about that, right? And if I have a cop knock on my door because of you making up shit, I am going to unleash legal hell on you. Fuck with me and find out.
Folks are going to think about all this.
So I'm going to be in deep.
Yeah.
Calling your fucking mommy to praise you isn't going to save your ass from that, dude. Yes, you could come on my shoulders. He'll be on for 5 minutes. Trust me, I want him on record. Are people understanding now? I'm trying to say it without flat out, straight up saying it. Which I already kind of gave it away, which was stupid. Google Fish is coming through like a champ. All right, unblock. He has a pinned tweet of if you can't take criticism. All right, let's see if he comes through. Remember, calm, collected. Wow, that was fast. Hey, man, you there? Let me make sure my sound is set up right. Yes, it is. Return to meeting. Nate is connecting with audio. Hey,
Yeah.
sir. Hey, sir, how are you?
How are you? So why is it that you can call me a crackhead, make fun of my mom all the time, but I take accountability in your community and you throw me under the bus as a dollar sign because Minxie made a video on you and you got butthurt about it? How does that make any sense?
Wait, hold on. Could we start at the letter A and not go to Z instantly?
I'm
Nate,
asking, man. You said it's about you and Jay said this is about how we treat people in here. We treat you all like your people. I'm making a business decision. Bye, Nate. Because Minxie will write me love letters.
Nate, I haven't talked to Ninxie in months, dude.
Yeah, I know. I heard you guys hate each other. It's hilarious. She wasn't even showing up to your streams. You're like, oh, I'll kick Nate out instead for Minxie, and Minxie didn't even care.
All right.
So what was the point of it, Rich? That's my point. I never called you a pedo. Your people came into my community, and I had to call on them, the police. Because they're saying I'm raping kids now. Never raped kids. Don't know how that's coming out.
Nate, someone came to me and said you went to the cops and said you're telling the cops that I'm a pedophile.
No, I'm not telling the cops about no, I didn't report you. I reported the only person that called me the rapist and the person in your community that kept going with it, which was Gibbons, who said he killed animals in your community. He admitted it on my stream. Yeah, I hurt animals, so what? And everybody protected him in the RTU community. Why? Why is he allowed to kill animals and say, I sleep with underage kids?
What are you talking about? Who's killing animals?
He runs he's with your RTU server, like Turbo Express runs it. He's right there in there.
Dude, I'm not even in my own server.
He killed people. He killed animals. He's allowed to do that, and they all protected him.
Protect who? Who's protecting anything? I'm not even in that Discord, dude.
I didn't say you, Rich. I said your whole community protects the pedophiles. Like, dude, I just found a nervous wreck. The cops called me and had to give me his info. He has, like, underage girls on his shit. These are your people? Okay. I kicked some people out of my chat. They're underage kids and everybody. Are there 14-year-olds in your chat? I got lots of questions.
Why are there 14? Nate, it's actually on Twitch. Again, I don't know the ages of people in my chat, and most of my ages demographic is 25 plus. As a matter of fact,
how come I got 200 calls by nothing but 14-year-old kids calling me the F slur? Fuck you, Nate.
I don't know.
Rich.
I don't know. I'm not the keeper of the random 600 plus people that are here right now.
All
I'm
right,
not their
I didn't say
babysitter.
that, but I think it's funny that they can spread
Yes,
rumors. I never spread any misinformation.
Nate,
They're telling you
okay.
I'm calling you a pedophile. That's not
So
what
Nate,
happens.
I want you. So Nate,
I received
you
zero contribution.
You didn't go to. All right, this got to
Nate's
get
crack
shut off.
pipe donated
Go ahead.
$15. Nate's high.
I said you had a couple questionable takes. You said Rebecca Black was hot once. You said the girl that sang that Friday song was hot once. I said, well, he can have questionable takes, but if I say anything, I get called a pedophile. If I tell a kid to abstain
she's
from
in her
sex,
she's in her mid-20s now, Nate. That's
okay,
what I was
that's
saying.
fine if she's in her mid-20s now. I'm just talking about when some of the clips were said, you were like, that's a bad take. And I'm like, that's fine. But I said, Rich did say it. And people were like, he never said that ever. And I said, okay.
So that's like, hey, but yeah, she's hot now. She's 26. So every woman, like she was 16 at one time. Like my kid's mom, she's 43. Should I be like, well, she was once 13? Like,
no,
what's that?
I didn't say that at all. I didn't pick you for that. I said, look, man, you can't. I said your community can't just make things up about me because I heard what RTU community was doing, and people had to keep sending. Mods got disgusted because I left y'all alone, and then it was like, Nate's a pedophile, Nate's rapes kids, Nate does this, Nate does that, and I was like, really?
Nate, I have bet until people have mentioned you in the past few days. You know who I haven't thought about at all?
Probably me, and I haven't thought about you either.
Okay, so why are we here right now?
You always want to get me on these calls. I don't know why you let animal killers in your community or people run it that are you don't check or vet these people.
So
wait, you don't check anybody's profiles.
Yes, actually, you know what, Nate? Yes, everyone who wants to watch me, they have to send me their resume first, and I have an interview with them.
Well, they do for me, dude. I don't just let anybody. We look through at least the people. If there's pictures of weird kids in there, we kick them out. We don't just leave them in there like you do.
All right, Nate. Yes, here you go. You're going back and forth saying I don't have to babysit everyone in my audience, but then in the next sentence you're saying I do. So
no, I'm not saying babysit. I'm saying if my channel is hold on. My channel is growing every day. I grow by about 100 subs a week now. So I'm at like 864. Cool. I know it's great. Don't worry about it. I know you don't care. It's not a big deal. But my point is, if I can control my audience as it grows, how come nobody else can? Oh, I have 1 million people. I can't do anything about it. Well, you can, because I can.
Nate, okay, yes. So you're 800 people. Yeah, I know, man. 800 people, million plus people, same thing.
No, didn't say that, but I said if I can control it. You couldn't control it while it was growing, Rich. You couldn't look into any of these people or say, hey, mods, please look into people.
You're going, when I had 800 subscribers, you're going back to like 2009, bro.
Oh, God, I'm not. I'm just saying that you can't let anybody in your community.
So you're saying you know damn well that I am not a pedophile, correct?
I know you're not. I didn't say you were one. I said you can't. I said Gibbons can't accuse me of being a pedophile and coming into my stream last night.
You know what? Yeah, listen. I just wanted to get you on stream to bait you to have that on record. So if you do try to go to the cops, you could go fuck yourself.
No, I'm not going to the cops about you.
Bye. See you later.
I didn't go to the cops about you.
Bye. Love you, Nate. Thank you for coming on and having a receipt for me. Thank you. Okay, let's go. You thought I was kidding. That's all I wanted. So he could go to the cops. Which one is it, Nate? The source that just came to me, and thank you, by the way, source, would have not made that up. And he's stupid enough to come on here and admit to the fact that he's a fucking liar. Anyway, let's watch Chris Hansen.
Did you bring anything else?
I'm not. Who cares? He's going live. Well, that's why I'm like, dude, I'm not going to sit here. Like, he wasn't even. He was nonsensical. So I'm like, all right, let me just like. I promise this is only going to be 5 minutes. I just like Nate. So you're saying I'm not a pedophile, and you're saying you didn't go to the cops, correct? For something that. Yeah, I didn't go. Okay, bye. No, I never said you were. No, wait. He said no. I never said you were a pedophile. Bye. Click. Have a good day. Go stream. Go babysit your... See, Rich, I have 800 people that are subbed to me. I can control them. How come you can't control your 1 million? Did you really just say that unironically? Did you? I don't. All right, but thank you for being on video saying that you don't think I'm a pedophile. So if you did go to law enforcement, they're gonna love it, Nate. They're gonna love you wasting their time. That was too easy. Yeah, fine. And that it's so detrimental too. Like, here's the thing. It's not even possible to do. Like, I don't know if he's just, well, he is insane. Like, even if you have 10,000 subscribers, are you gonna, like, it's no fucking way. Like, you have filters in place. You guys know I'm never in the Discord server. I've been there like twice. Which, look, maybe I should moderate it more. I will admit that, okay? I go into the Twitter occasionally. There's a Twitter space in there that I go into where Natsu's saying birds. Yeah, interesting thing. We could bring that up here. Anyone notice that Travis is not on Side Scrollers anymore? Trouble in Paradise? Maybe Travis realized that being with people who literally think that he's going to burn in hell because of his sexual orientation is maybe not a good idea. Maybe he had a moment of clarity after coming on here. Fly down to Australia and babysit me. Hey, man. Well, dude. Yeah, Rebecca Black is hot, dude. She's like, what is she, like 23, 24? She's a grown-ass woman. Yes, I'm going to say that she's hot. If it was back when she made her song in, what was that, 2013, and I was saying it back then, pedo alert. Yeah, she's like in her mid-20s. Who gives, like, yeah, you thought, like, that's like saying that my kid's mom, who's actually a little older than me, Rich, you realize one time your kid's mom was 13? That's perverted of you. It's like, but was he making sense? Was anything he was saying making sense? I just wanted him to say he knows I'm not a pedophile. He said it. There you go. I have it on record now, so if I get a knock from on the door from the cops, I have a stream proving he's a fucking liar. Now you guys understand. I didn't want a screaming fest. He made me laugh. I'll give him that. I just wanted, just like with Quantum, I have it here. It's somewhere here. Or no, did I end up deleting a stream because he was on a warpath? And maybe I downloaded it. No, I think all the evidence is up here. If he wants to lie and say that he didn't delete his shit in real time to try to wipe the evidence away, like his Twitter and stuff like that. Remember, his vlog and everything, his blog, while we were streaming with Quantum, he was deleting shit in real time. The video receipts are there. It's a nice thing about streaming almost on a daily basis. Well, minus last month. Receipts. Sometimes receipts that fuck over yourself, too, to be quite honest with you. My meltdowns are all, she doesn't hate me, we're fine. She's just like, we had that, like, that's when I was going through my shit. We had that disagreement, and that's all it was. It, like, ended that night. Like, literally in the same stream.
And we do stories on adults who try to meet children for...
Predator Laserdisc, the irony. It took me a minute. Yeah, one time my kid's mom was a newborn. You're right, dead man. What a pervert I am. And it's not even a flex. Please, I know it kind of, I don't want to misconstrue it as that. But he literally, like, compared, I have 800 subs, you have 1 million. How come I could control my 800? First off, even 800, you really can't. Second off, math, Nate, learn it. Is it your mom a fucking math teacher? Call her. Be like, hey, Ma, what number's bigger, 800 or 1 million? You're a fucking idiot, son. Thanks, Mom. This job amazes me. It fucking, holy shit. From what I'm hearing, allegedly, I will say allegedly, Nate went to the cops and lied about me and said I'm a pedophile. I know that I haven't thought about him until, like, people met another person who I won't bring up mentioned him, and, like, he's being really fucking weird and coming into the Discord. That was the first time I thought about Nate. That was, like, what, 24 or 48 hours ago? So I'm like, all right. I wanted him to come on simply to get him on record to say that, no, I don't think you're a pedophile. He said that. He said a whole bunch of other things that made no sense whatsoever. He was literally he contradicted himself quicker than Phil did in the same sentence. Like, Phil does that. He'll say something, then he'll contradict it literally 3 seconds later. Nate, it takes 0.5 seconds to do it. And then once he said it, I'm like, all right, it's on video now. Thank you. Have a great day. Not saying it's sarcastic. Proud of you for not losing your cool. Thank you. And dude, like I said, you guys see, that's all. Once he said that, I was done. Like, goodbye. Like, I'm not sitting here. Like, I don't want to give you attention. I don't want to. Oh, I got to reban him on Twitter. Good point. I don't want him in my fucking DMs. The irony of a guy saying, if you can't take criticism, get off YouTube. The irony. That's his pinned tweet, too. But then again, this is the same guy who thinks 800 is the same as 1 million. If only I had 1 million people to watch each of my videos, life would be good, huh? Birds. We love birds, and so do I. And here at ReviewTechUSA, we are a proponent of all of the beautiful birds. Who is Gibbons? Rich, just a prank, bro. Just a pedo. Well, Nate, thank you for coming on. So if you are actually going to go, which I don't believe anything comes out of his mouth anyway. He forgets what he says 2 seconds after he says it. So if you do go to the cops, I have you on record saying that you don't think I'm a pedo, so you're going there to lie to them. So good luck with that one, buddy. Hope after you go to them that you turn around and let them cuff you. Why is everything in this room retro? It's cool in a way, but it's just such a bizarre room to choose.
I mean, help me to understand. I mean,
what is Gibbons doing before I... Yeah, don't fight anybody. Let's not fight anybody, please. Yeah, the rug stop sign. It's such a strange...
I wasn't thinking clear.
you weren't thinking, were you on drugs?
No.
Were you drinking?
No.
What does it matter if he was... We all love birds. I love birds, too. I love birds. Sexy Coco has diarrhea now because he ate sausage. That just sunk in as well.
I just wanted to, find someone to,
Are they bleeping the word sex? I'm missing shit. I was a bird lover before it was cool. I was a big fan of Leonardo da Vinci as a kid and was a fan of birds since. They're up there with monkeys. I actually do love birds. Josh Jones, I think you said something before. Let's talk about music. You see why, though, Josh Jones? I wasn't looking to getting into a pissing match. I like my receipts. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to tomorrow download this stream and put it somewhere so I have it so I don't have to dig through the crates. I feel bad. June the King wanted to come to me. He's like, dude, do you remember what stream the quantum shit was in? I'm like, no. You can, look if you want. I literally did the same thing to my... Gave the post receipts, told them to ask the boss about them, and the boss claimed it never happened. Yeah, dude, you gotta... Did I really want to talk to Nate at all? No, not in the slightest. And I think a lot of people thought I was going to do another ReviewTechUSA where I start screaming like a banshee. I'm like, no, that's not it. I am going to, as quickly as possible, get the information I need and step right back out. Hey, actually, look at with Dick Masterson. That was actually, I mean, I'll never like the guy because of what he said about my kid. Used her as ammunition for a joke, but, you know, that was a fine stream, you know. Whole thing from Jed. Dude, if my audience doesn't, I have to be concerned about everyone here. Okay? Who did I banned one time, and I actually did give him another chance, but I banned him, and he gave a shit ton of money. Was my God, I can't remember him now. But I banned him. I got Wes. You got to treat everyone equally. You know? You know why I had to do that? I'm hoping I just hit him. Or maybe I had to delete him because he would have been on a warpath. Fuck, that sucks if I deleted him. I wanted those receipts. Wait, what happened? Why? Someone made something. I'm retweeting this. God. Yeah, they're making fun of Travis. This is pretty savage. He's gonna probably fucking cry at me, but no, he won't. He's like in hiding now. He won't even return Craig's phone calls from what I heard. Yeah. Side scroller Trav, producer extraordinaire, 2023 to 2023. F's in the chat. So many Twitch bits and so little time. Here's one last hype train for you. Transit bus token. I guess you finally realized that you were fucking being disrespected, huh? You idiot. You finally caught on? Or what are you, pushing 40 and you realize, Craig's hiring me as an intern. I'm a producer. Why am I not getting paid? I gotta stop. I'm gonna get in trouble. Anyway, you deleted or hit it. Yeah. Fuck. I hope I saved him first. If I didn't save him first, I'm a fucking fool.
You know.
I don't know. I would have to sit here and dig for a while to find if I have. White male Google fish was entertaining because he was so fucking ridiculous. Wow, these are home baked. I'm gonna start laughing just thinking about it now. What? And he, like, you knew she was underage, and he said,
"What? No way."
Like, he said it sarcastically. He's like, I don't give a fuck. You know what? I don't want this cookie. I'm going to the beach. Dude, I could watch that skit every fucking day. It's not a skit. It's a sting operation, but still. I've been a member since 2018. Rarely comment. Oh, yeah, dude, I recognize your name. But I must ask, who is the manly dude with the beard and mustache at the bottom of the screen? That's an AI dude. I asked for just a hairy man with a beard, and they gave me a hairy man with a beard. A very, like, when you ask AI to do, like, something hairy, it's like Sasquatch. Like, it doesn't know how to, like, when you mean hairy, like, just a beard. Like, even if you say man with beard, it's like, beard! Sven the Arctic Fox, how are you?
It always amazes.
Thoroughly tickled is here.
I am thoroughly tickled.
I feel like I've met a bunch of... We'll look up. There was something someone wanted specifically. I was going to go back also, too. I was thinking of into Boogie talking to Frank Hassel, but I'm just like,
Save the pig!
Wait, so DSP, it's swine flu. I don't know when I could stream. The toxic return of the man-child to the streams. Look at these thumbnails, man. Look at these. We got large fat Phil here. We got Grandpa Phil. We got whatever the fuck he's doing there. We have cult leader Phil. Which, well, if the shoe fits. We got... I don't even know. And then we have angry Grandpa Phil. We'll start with this.
Save the pig! What the heck? A pig with a party hat. Hello, Mr. Piggy.
Such an awkward thing. It's so awkward. A wild pig with a party hat. Hello, Mr. Pig. He's not even doing it because he's not talented when it comes to voice acting. He sounds like Dr. Steve Brule. Oh, look, it's a pig with a party hat. Hello, Mr. Pig. Yeah, you're like me. We're not like those hunks.
Piggy. Save the pig, the game. The whole game you're trying to save the pig's life.
I love how he has different forms of bacon cooking. Oh my god, man. Listen, I just took a shot of medical marijuana, so let's go.
Help!
I got an email at 9 a.m. Oh, your groceries will be there, like, soon. Oh, okay. Where is it? We're waiting because we don't have any food for dinner. Where is the fucking groceries? And they showed up at, like, last minute, so I was running all around the house.
What is this artwork? Blame it on the lag? That looks like something you'd see. Granted, it wouldn't be lag, but something you'd see from 1994.
Putting all the groceries away and then making dinner for us so that we could eat, so that I could get ready and we could do a stream tonight.
I use a few. I use,
I don't know if this is coronavirus or not. I'm going to assume it is. Like, it seems like a lot of the symptoms are similar. Not all of them, but a lot of them just
GenCraft, I think it's called.
I'm going to guess that this is like a late strain coronavirus that I've got. Maybe it's not.
Not remodding you yet. And if you keep asking, I won't remod you. I will remod you when I feel... God, I sound like a teacher at school. God damn you for making me sound like this. Just relax. Listen to Salvatore Ganacci.
Try to relax your anus.
Maybe I'm just exaggerating or I'm just assuming.
African swine fever.
I'm just happy that my appetite is back. The first couple days, I felt so sick I didn't want to eat. You know, there was nothing that was appetizing to me, but I forced myself to eat as much as I could. Now at least my appetite's back. It just sucks I can't taste anything, you know?
Well, Phil, if you actually did have coronavirus, which it sounds like he doesn't sound stuffy there. If you still can't taste, you had coronavirus. So you know what?
Congratulations.
I couldn't taste for, I feel like it was a month, but I'll say like 2.5, 3 weeks, just so I'm not exaggerating. I know that medical marijuana feel. I got approved last month, which is surprising in the UK, so now I have it too. Nice and baked. Yeah, you guys are tight asses with that. It's so weird. You have universal health care. We have weed. It'd be nice if we both could have both, huh?
I feel better today than I have all week. It doesn't mean
Yes, weed did help me when I was sick. I don't know if I took it with COVID, though. But there were other times I had colds and shit where it, like, made me feel better.
I feel good. I don't. But at least I feel...
Yeah, Canada has both, but fuck your mental health up there, though. They'll be like, yeah, you want to kill yourself instead? Oh, you're depressed? No mental health coverage for you. Go kill yourself. I'm exaggerating somewhat.
Able to be here tonight, and I'm hoping that it stays that way. By the way, I must remember between 8 and 8:30 p.m. Pacific time to take this Advil. I must take one of these pills because it will run out, and if I don't take it then, there's potential that all that swelling and pain...
Oh, if I don't take the pill right, like his head will just explode. Like it's like, oh, like it's Fist of the North Star. Ken Shiru punched him in the nipple, and his head will just explode. Oh my God! You may take the pill 10 minutes later. Oh my goodness!
And will come right back. So I must take that between 8 and 8:30 tonight. That's why I have it here live on stream here to take. Oh my God, he's drinking wheelchair donations.
Yeah, I'm stoned. I'm finding way too much of this funny, but it actually is funny. Snort Burnell, a little bit of constructive criticism. You want to make that even funnier? Tighten up the words because it'll make it sound like he actually said it even more so. I'm telling you, it'll be a banger.
To the very few people who did, thank you. There's like maybe 5 people who sent me a contribution. During my sickness. I appreciate that. You know who you are. No one asked specifically for a shout out or anything, but I know who you are, and thank you for that. What's funny is I was so delirious. What I was trying to tell you guys in the community post that I made, I think it was like Monday, was that even though I wasn't going to be here Tuesday for the Halloween marathon, that stream would still be open. And so if people were planning on me...
Why do I know PR Cult? Why does that ring a bell? I don't know. I'm kind of retarded.
Me doing something like being nice to people and gifting some memberships or whatever on that day, but there was no reason to not still do that because the people might still come by and see if the stream's going on. And I never even said that. Like, I was so delirious on Monday. Like, that's exactly what I wanted to say, and I never said that in any post anywhere. And it's like 3 days later, I'm going back and I'm looking at the posts I made. I said, I thought I had said that. I was seriously delirious for like 2 days. I don't even know what I said and what I did. Dude, I sent my dad an email, and I didn't get a response.
Why did you... Call your dad! Call him. Call your dad. 1-800-DAD. Look, I'm calling... Hey, it's my dad. FaceTime him. We know you have an iPhone. Call 1-800-May 1st. There'll be no players left, and there could be a nuclear fault. There could be a nuclear war, nuclear winter. There'll still be working mini discs. So yeah, will be. I hear you. Honestly, Rich, I'm glad you're back. With being out of work and being isolated where I live, I've been feeling really depressed. And I know what it's like to feel isolated, man. I can relate. I've been drinking a lot, and you being here makes me feel less alone and afraid. Can you maybe? Do you have anything that will qualify you for medical marijuana, man? It is psychologically addicting, I could tell you that, but it's better than alcohol. Thank you for that, Rich. I'm just going through some rough shit right now, and I'm under a lot of stress with work and university. Yeah, that's what gets... You got to keep that in mind, too. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. When you're... As a person who's had stressful times in well, I went to a community college, but still, it was stressful nonetheless when things got real. You kind of could... You can only see 2 feet in front of you, and you just see darkness. But if you look down, you see that there's a light at the end of the tunnel once you get through everything, you know? Did I explain that right? My mini-disc player is NetMD. Some of mine are, too. So not only can I just record via... I can rip the recordings to my PC as WAV/... Yes, and they have a web-based version of that because the NetMD software, the Sonic Foundry shit that Sony dished out with, it was garbage. I'll use that mostly just to title my mini discs. Gotta watch it. I keep on almost saying mini discs. It's why I like Blu-rays. Yes. See, gaming, I could give a fuck about. It's over. We've lost with gaming. Okay, when you buy a disc, you're still gonna have to download gigabytes upon gigabytes of patches and updates. The disc is nothing but a placeholder. It's a coffee coaster. But the music is different. When I record something to an SD card or record something to a mini disc or even a tape, that's it. Unless something happens to that physical media, I could listen to that music whenever I want to, you know? Yeah, I just wish they would legalize it federally, but I'm sure that there's some corporations behind the scenes that want to monopolize it first before it's legalized. You think I'm kidding? To quench your thirst for all your Burr-style 1-800, May 1st. I love that. I know someone else said it before too, but Philip Burnell is a man. On this episode of Rich Randomly Talks About Technology in the middle of watching a Phil video. There is always light at the end of the hairy meat tunnel. This is a public service announcement from the United Horse Foundation.
In my drafts outbox, so just so you know, I did get your email.
Weed gives you panic attacks. Okay. Yeah, everyone's different, dude. Now, I'm not saying to try it again, but weed initially made me really anxious too, and that stopped. I tried it a couple. People like, give it a couple more chances, and it was weird when I did it very on and off, only a handful of times back in the day with my friend. I either had an amazing. That's because it wasn't regulated shit. I either had an amazing experience or there was a couple times it was shitty. One especially. So also edibles, maybe try smoking. I don't know. I don't want to give advice
on Monday
on that because I feel like it's not my place to give that advice. If that makes any sense, don't take that personally.
You did send it, but it was my fault that you didn't get the response. So I don't even know what's going on. Like I feel like I lost 3 entire days of my life. You know, I'm so confused. But I'm
Phil, you were sick, so like, okay.
I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back tonight and playing games with you guys.
Well, at least you're not dependent on the alcohol. Good.
Oh my God! You're gonna hear a lot of noises tonight. You're gonna hear this. You're probably gonna see me blow my nose. Nothing you can do about that. Oh, you're gonna hear me.
Just don't pull a wings. Where I think
I received 0 contribution.
I'll say it after.
DBZ King 119 donated $15. What you've just said is exactly why I use an MP3 player and still buy CDs. I want the music I own to be mine. That way if something ever happens I can listen to the music whenever I want. Music is one of my 3 big loves along with movies and video games.
Yep. Me too. Obviously. You know, it's... And I'm like, Spotify can't come take this song. YouTube, if they delist the song, they can't take it if I have it recorded on an SD card or a mini disc. The only downside I would say, I love mini disc, and you're going to see a video on it here, and some of you may want to get into it. The only asterisk I would put to that is Sony's not making players anymore. They're affordable now, for now, but what's going to happen is that those players are going to start getting rougher, and the prices of the players are going to go up, and even though the medium itself, like mini disc, I don't think a nuclear apocalypse can get rid of them. There may not be a player to play them on one day. Walkmans, yeah, there's always going to be tapes. There's always like the We Are Rewind is a French company that makes it all aluminum Walkman. It's nice. Asterisk to it. You'll see a video on that too. Could record as well. Asterisk to that as well. Review asterisks to USA, but it's true. But yeah, I mean, even if you're like, you know, if you were born in like 2000, some of you may want to get into some form of physical media, not because to just be retro and cool, is that You may want a song you're always going to want to listen to, and the streaming service you're subscribed to may just get rid of it one day. Happens all the fucking time. Oh yeah, the DVDs with Netflix. They started out. You used to mail them in and get them sent to you, and I used to shove them up my ass and give them to Bill Gates.
You know, clear my throat. Possibly.
Why are we even watching videos? I'm just like stoned and rambling anyway. Fuck Gamefly.
Snorting. I can't do anything about it, man. You know, I'm sick.
He sounds like he's stoned. He's can't do anything about it, man. What a bummer.
Trying to get out of this.
Trying to get Phil. There are people, and they're heartbreaking videos to watch, where they're talking about their cancer struggles or chronic or severe illness struggles, and you sound like them. Which annoys me because you have a fucking cold. And many of this sounds really good too. That's the thing. Yeah, it's lossy audio, and they tried to go to high MD towards the end, where it was a 1 gigabyte disc and it was like a last gasp. But even the compressed audio for mini disc sounds fine. You're hard pressed. Maybe if you had some like $20,000 stereo setup, you could hear the difference between the 8-track compression on a mini disc compared to the CD. All right, I'm going to stop talking about my meat tunnel.
All right, and for those who are complaining about post-nasal drip...
All right, for those of you who are complaining about post-nasal drip, listen, Nate and Phil should start a podcast together called the fucking Dumbass Podcast.
Perhaps you should suffer it, because...
You should suffer it. You should suffer from excess... fucking mucus in your nose. Oh. Yeah, man, and with the Izzy Bell, with the streaming services that could kind of just take music away at will now if they have like a licensing fallout with a label, it kind of makes physical media relevant again. Now, am I telling everyone to go? Most of you, 99% of you should not get into buying old retro formats, but some of you may like it.
They're like, why is he snorting? Because I have post-nasal...
Why is he snorting? Why is he snorting?
Oh, la, 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 la.
Some of you, I see the comments. I'll check the videos. Rich, why do you watch Phil? You've been watching other stuff, but you always go back to Phil. Do you understand why now?
drip, and if I don't, I'm...
Yeah, like, you know, of like formats I wouldn't get into, DAT. Like, I had DAT back in the day, digital audio tape. No reason for it. DCC, not convenient, no reason for it. Compact cassette is convenient because it's just cheap and it's still readily available. So I just compact cassettes, that's kind of like a nostalgia thing for me. But mini disc is just convenient. You want a song, you get that little Bluetooth adapter I showed you, you hook it up to the line in, and boom, you have it. You don't even have to worry about the automatic gain control for most casual listeners that's built into mini disc, where it controls the levels by itself so it doesn't distort. The 95% of the people who would use it, you would never notice the difference anyway. Classical music, you would want to turn off AGC. Why am I still talking about this? Yeah, I don't like stuff. I'm kind of in the anti just for the sake of retro. Oh, even though I do kind of do that with cassette, but you're going to love my JVC. I just like the fact that I know once I record that music, whether it be tape or mini disc, or like I said, even that weird ass SD card thing, if that is the weirdest thing, I don't know why it exists, but I'm happy it exists. And I got to shout out my buddy Eric, the filmmaker. He's like, because I was talking about mini disc, and he's like, man, if they only had an SD card version of mini disc, and I'm like, I'm going to go to Amazon and see if Jeff Bezos' bald ass head has something. And of course he did, because he has fucking everything. because Jeff Bezos is going to take over the fucking world. Yes, I know he's still not the CEO over at Amazon. He stepped down. But the man flew to space in a penis rocket. He controls us. You know what's kind of cool? If you get a good like Dolby B or C or S deck, and you take, like, say you produce a song or something and you like record it over there and then you bring it back to digital, it adds like that analog warmth with a good cassette deck. Don't use a shit one, but yes. Tried RoboCop on the deck, a little ugly but playable. I bought it. I wonder how it is on the ROG Ally. For some reason, I bought it on the Series S. I don't know why. I was hanging out with my son today. He was playing Roblox. I was like, Daddy's going to buy a game because he's an idiot. I know this sounds weird, but can you try to cheer me up somehow, Rich?
I'm not going to put it in a bottle and breastfeed it to you. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it.
Oh la 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 la. Yes.
And now I'm gonna masturbate. And now I'm gonna masturbate. And now I'm gonna masturbate. Boing. My explosion of satisfaction.
Hopefully I helped out there, Dreadwinger. And I saw Do Mama saying something interesting, and I hope you feel better. You know what I have to listen to vinyl on? I have a Audio-Technica. It's like a $400 turntable, but I also have I bought Makami album on vinyl. I also have a Soundburger, which actually uses a magnetic decent cartridge. It does not put too much weight on the record, so it won't damage it. Has line out and Bluetooth, and it sounds awesome. The only thing that pisses me off is it doesn't have a volume control for Bluetooth. Fucking really? Make sure your headphones have it. Most Bluetooth headphones don't have that shit anymore. But the sound quality on the Soundburger is amazing.
Going to choke. It's life. So either you deal with it or shut the fuck up. Because I've been doing this for over 10 years and had this issue the entire fucking time. And if you have a problem with it, you probably maybe should have realized I had it sometime in the last decade.
What is this nightmare fuel of art? And as he's bitching about his post-nasal drip.
Who communicates with parents by email in 2023? You could do calls. Me, because I was sick. I couldn't call anyone. I told you, I couldn't even do anything coherently. So I wanted...
Phil, you made a 30-minute video. And you couldn't call... Guys, I can make a 30-minute video. By the way, I can't call my dad. I can't. Hey, that's why him and Nate should do a fucking podcast. They both... In their minds, they make sense, but they make no sense. Guys, how could I talk to my dad? I'm sick. Phil, you made a 30-minute video talking. You're fucking banned. I guess guilting his audience into giving him sick donations exhausted me. He couldn't call his dad. Oh, man. A roofing company in Florida is giving away an AR-15 and a turkey if you get a roof installed by them. Of course they are. Oh, this country's so fucked up. Hey, Rich, how are you? I just tuned into the live stream to seeing the new Beatles song that came out a couple of days ago. Really moving. Hope all is well, brother. Mike, Beatles just came out with a new song. Turkey and an AR-15, though. Let's think about that. A turkey and an AR-15. Oh, God.
Because normally I would call my parents, and I was so sick I didn't call them because I couldn't even really talk. So I wrote my dad a quick email on Monday. I was like, Dad, just so you know, I didn't call because I'm really sick.
Who calls someone to tell them? Who emails someone to tell them they're sick?
You know, I'm trying to get better. And, you know, I don't want you to think...
Yeah, Phil, there's something off with that, dude. Are you, like, having a fight with your dad or something you don't want to say?
...that anything's horrible or anything here, but I am really sick. That's why I didn't call you. And that was it. I call my parents every week. I call my parents once a week, Ellipsian. How do you not know this? How dare you? You know what, Ellipsian? 2 demerits for you tonight.
Dude, it's on their official YouTube channel in tribute to John Lennon. Oh, shit, okay. I didn't even know the Beatles had a YouTube channel. But who doesn't have a YouTube channel now? It's kind of stupid of me to say. Dude, and again, it's almost 100% truthful now that that WWE account is his. He's spending insane amounts of money, dude. Oh, man. And again, look, spend money whatever you want to. You could get a fucking porcelain bird collection. But the thing is, the reason why people hold you to task, Phil, is because you decry poor. So people are going to look into it. The same thing with Boogie. If Boogie wasn't decrying poor and just living his life, not that he should have spent almost $250,000 on hookers, Jesus Christ, but no one would be like, hey, man, you're doing whatever you're doing with your money, but you can't go and beg for something. And then... yeah, man, I'm really financial dire straits right now. I spent $200,000 to fuck hookers. No. No one's going to feel bad for you at that point, dude. So, yes, I have reacted to the documentary, Michael.
Just because you said that, because you don't know that I call my parents regularly every week, that I've done for years and years ever since I moved out here, 2 demerits. You deserve it.
Apparently he made... that's what... dude, I've never made close to $500,000 just... oh, never. Never. Where did it go? Where did it go?
Okay. I couldn't text because my parents do not text. That's correct. My parents do not text at all. I either have to call or I can email my dad. That's it.
My dad doesn't text. My mom does, though.
Mom doesn't use a cell phone whatsoever. And my dad has a cell phone and doesn't text and doesn't know how to do it. I'm serious.
Oh my god, he's drinking piss.
A $1 tip came in. Someone says, oh, this was from Dr. Oink. He says, the detractors are very upset when you don't stream because their lives are obsolete. Oh, I know. Because what happens is when I'm not streaming, they have to think up stuff, like make stuff up to talk about because there's nothing to talk about. They're so incredibly bored with the fact that I'm not here that, you know. But that's what I mean, like, they act like they want me to be shut down constantly, and they do awful things to hurt me, because that's the part of their own created lolcow culture, is that they think they can hurt someone and get away with it and laugh at it, right? But
yeah, the ones...
that if I actually did go away...
No, the ones who want to destroy Phil, I'll never understand that. Never understand it. First off, why? He's not, like, the worst person on the planet by far, as we see. And secondly, some of these dudes, like, don't you, like, dedicate your entire... You run ads on your fucking channel, and your channel is all about Phil. Why the fuck would you want to see Phil gone? You make no sense. You know what, Rich? I enjoy shooting myself in the foot with a sawed-off shotgun.
Way forever that they would have nothing to talk about, right? There'd be nothing going on at all. They're fucking idiots, so... But I know, I'm well aware of all, you know, all the nonsense, but I pay no attention to any of it. Like, seriously, people send it to me, I delete it right away. I don't care about what the fuck those idiots are saying or doing. I could not give 2 shits about what they said about these last few days. You know, I know how sick as a dog.
I received a $50 anonymous tip to start tonight. Wow. Thank you, whoever this is. I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature? Yeah, look, it's a money creature. It just throws money around. What the hell was that? And don't worry, tonight I'm not talking about money or anything like that. You don't have to worry about that. You know me, I'm a transparent
He'll get away with it.
And I'm going to talk.
Blacksaw, he'll get away with it because he's one of the elites. I hate saying that. It pisses me off. Safe Moon, shout out to like some of the crypto influencers who right away said there's something off with Safe Moon. There was a dude I used to watch. Yeah, he's like, yeah, Safe Moon, stay away from Safe Moon.
Talk about it eventually. I'm going to say about, you know, how this affects me, because it affects me in a really bad way, but I don't care about that shit tonight. I just want to play the game. Okay?
Oh, see, now Phil's just a meme. He's a beggar. He's a scumbag.
Tonight, it's about hanging out and having a good time with this game and enjoying it. And then we'll tackle everything else, possibly tomorrow, because I don't know how I'm going to feel. I don't even know if we're doing the podcast tomorrow. It might be tomorrow we just do gameplay. We just do gameplay streams and no podcast, because maybe I'm going to start later. You got to understand something, guys. I'm taking care of myself and my wife now, because my wife is super duper sick. So I have to take
He makes it
care of her and do everything else in the house.
like, Phil, you couldn't have kids, dude. There's no way. There's no way. You can't even, not barely. You can't even handle yourself.
House at the same time, while now I also have to try to stream. So it's like I'm doing even more work than I used to. So I might not even be able to do the podcast for a bit. We'll see. Excuse me. We'll go from there. We'll see what happens, though. Okay?
You know, people were saying e-begging. I have to agree.
Now, I'm going to warn you guys of something. All right, we're going to get started tonight. There's absolutely...
Yeah, that whole thing of Critical has shown me the way. He's back to e-begging. That went out the window real quick. He's like, all right, no one's looking. Even though everyone's looking. All right, yeah, guys, I need you. I don't even know if I get groceries tomorrow. Let's go.
Absolutely no way I can wear a vest. I can't wear a vest tonight. I'm sick. You know, I've already been on the edge of having a fever. I can't be wearing a vest tonight. I'm going to overheat. So just so you guys know, if we end up hitting a high tier...
When you have a fever, you feel cold.
Tip skull. I can probably pull off. I can't be wearing a vest tonight. I'm telling you, just sitting here in this shirt, I feel like I'm starting to sweat. So I can't be doing vests and stuff right now.
So that means you don't have a fever, Phil.
Gotta look out for my health, okay?
NDO 103 just tipped me $100. I just received an anonymous $100 tip. Is it a whale?
It is a whale, because it has those whale-like teeth that filter things. It looks like cones. He's got a big old eyeball.
Could you guys shut the hell up in the chat about this bullshit about, oh, this person's a troll. Look, this is a troll. He's a troll. Oh,
we literally just tuned in. Everyone's like, hey, we should go check out what Phil's doing, and this is what happened. You gonna say, Phil, I saw this on your own fucking channel, Phil.
this person's back there a troll. Shut the fuck up. I've been gone all week. I'm here to play Alan Wake, not to immediately put up with your nonsense.
Right here. Pulse Attack, you're my witness.
So if I see one idiot talking like that, I'm just gonna get rid of you now. I've literally waited all week to come back and play games and hang out with you guys, not to put up with your stupid little kitty bullshit. Your little drama shit, you could have done that by yourselves, all right, outside of my streams. I didn't want to come back to this nonsense again immediately the one night, and I'm back after a week of waiting to play games I gotta put up.
Achilles Untold Legend. Okay. Dude, I haven't even played the FromSoft mech game. I can't think of it right now. Armored Core 6 yet. I haven't played a second of it yet. And then, like an idiot, I bought fucking RoboCop on both PC and on the Xbox because I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. I'll play that, though. That's a mindless shooter. That'll be fun.
Your shit? No, I don't. So if I see it, you're gone. All right? None of your bullshit
Armored Ropes. Oh, God, that would hurt.
right now. None of your little side conversations of drama that you've been waiting to like little kids to talk about all week.
Phil, who fucking cares? There's so many different conversations going on in my chat right now. So many. It's like about a whole bunch. It's not just about me. I'm like, hey guys, come here and jerk off to me. No one well, actually, there's probably 5 horny men that are old that have money and want to jerk off to you, but like, they come here to hang out. They want to interact with each other. Like, it's like a whole thing. It's a social gathering. It's not just about you or I.
For Phil to come back, so he can flood his chat with drama about trolls. No, you're not going to do that. Jeez.
Which in turn will make them do that even more.
Man, you fucking guys, you would have grown up a little bit. But I wasn't here for almost 5 straight fucking days.
Nutsa Eli, it could be 1 in the afternoon, 10 at night, 4 in the morning. If I post something on Twitter, it is guaranteed seconds later he will say birds under it. He is as reliable with birds as Abby with telling me he has come. Is Abby here tonight? Yes. Why do I feel like Abby isn't? No, that's not true. Of course, he sent me a picture of me being hairy.
Do you think you would have been like, oh, can't wait for Phil to come back and chill with us and play games and we talk about them and have fun? I guess not. Because that's not what it's about, right? Not for some of you, anyway. So I think it's time to start laying down the law. Oh, here it is.
Lay down the law. Lay down the law in that cowboy hat, Phil. Oh my God, this is absolutely turning into a Catalina collection gay porn. Hey, I'm here to lay down the law. Pull back that foreskin, and you know what?
You're getting Grandpa excited.
Is, by the way,
terrible, toxic e-beggar person. He's a negative asshole, toxic person.
Cool. Alright, this is a good opportunity to split the part. I gotta take my meds for the night. And probably blow my nose as well. So let's split the part here. We'll come back for another hour in just a sec. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is my first video in almost a week. If you're enjoying the Alan Wake playthrough, if you could give it a like and leave comments and let me know what you think and possibly support the playthrough, I would really appreciate that. Thank you, and see you in the next part.
Thank you to those who turn...
Can you stop doing the hands? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my son.
Turned out. Thanks to those who supported. If you are watching right now on demand and you're enjoying my return, thank you for watching. Again, remember, liking these videos, leaving comments, the engagement is absolutely key for this playthrough. And if you could possibly consider...
Why? You delete the main stream. If you left the main stream up, I will never let that go, Phil.
supporting the playthrough in some way, whether it be a super thank.
He is. He's the televangelist of gaming. Yes, yes, yes.
Or maybe a tip by looking at the description or becoming a channel member. Any of those things are great, and I appreciate you all. Let's bust out our mobile phones, and let's get
Is this the ending?
ready to play mobile games. I'm some kind of a crazy addict, and now I sit around.
All right, yeah, this is the ending. Oh, man, it's like I feel like there's so much to catch up on with Phil. I'll bite. I'll bite.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah, I wonder if I have a Phil addiction. I have no idea. Guy's jerking off and he has a face of agony. It's amazing. Oh, God. I have problems.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now.
See, this OG Phil video, as stupid as it is, he was enthusiastic about making videos back then. He's not, the enthusiasm has been like sucked out of this man.
Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Why does he look like a cartoon character right there? Why does he look like a drawing?
Wow. Wow.
Why is he wearing a button-up shirt? Why is he wearing a button-up shirt?
Wow. Now that's impressive, let me tell you. It's actually not that bad. It does stand out now that I've turned it on, I guess.
That's what you are. You are a joke. You're a clown.
Like, all right, we're going to try home delivery. We've literally not, in the entirety of COVID and all these years, since it's always recommended you get home delivery for your groceries, we've never tried it once, right? So how does it work?
Yo, this is tripping me out with these colors.
Well, what you got to do is you got to join a subscription program. If you don't, they charge you a ridiculous amount of money for delivery. And then on top of that, there's more money you have to pay. So
well, the best was I saw a clip. Uh-oh. Who's this person's messaging me? It can't be good. Oh. Thank you. We'll watch that next. Classy. Roboscope my aim. I should probably download it on the Series X. I could play it. Maybe. I don't know. See how long I'm streaming for.
So there's a 30-day trial to try their subscription program. All right, fine. Let's do the 30-day trial. All right, and let's see how it works. So we sign up for this 30-day trial for grocery delivery. All right, we make our list, and admittedly, making the list is easy because it goes off of your order history of what you've bought at the grocery store before. So you can find all the items you're gonna
Here he exposes that he's already bought this.
Buy again because you like them. They're common items you get, like this right here and stuff like that. You can just find in a list, oh, I want that. Give me 2 of that. I want that. I want 2 of that. So you can go boop, 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 and that makes it very easy, okay? The pricing is off because it's like universal pricing. But what ends up happening is at the end of the process, then they adjust the prices.
Is he really explaining this?
To like your local area, and if you're in like the discount club, of course everyone's in the discount club for grocery stores. You just sign up with your information and then...
What did Hobby say? Everyone's like, bruh. What did he say? Where is he? He looks like he is going to work. So basic, yet so funny. I don't know, man. I don't know.
And you get like, you know, money off or whatever. So
dead or alive, you're coming with me on May 1st.
That all kind of checks out at the end. So basically, making the list, getting it all together was easy. Free 30-day trial, that's easy. All right. So we do all this stuff, boom, 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 and we put in our order. All right. Excuse me. We put in our order and everything. And someone already said, well, why didn't you do no contact pickup? You have to remember, I did this on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I was still sick. I hadn't even made, like, the update video or anything yet. This was...
Why is he shaking his leg? You see his breast moving. Look.
Like, earlier on Wednesday, I didn't know how I was going to feel. So I didn't want to commit to driving and going and picking up 100 groceries
his
myself.
Breast is
you know,
like,
I'm
Philip Brunel's breast. I am Philip Brunel's breast. Look at me gently shake. Look at me gently shake. My breast is probably shaking right now by imitating Philip Brunel's breast. Man breast inception.
Dizzy. I don't want to be driving. You know what I'm saying? So I needed to have it delivered.
I didn't even know you could be this lazy.
So anyway, so.
Well, all right. Again, I got to be objective. If he's sick, I kind of don't want him to fuck out, especially if he has COVID. Rather keep your COVID home. Credit where credit's due. Thank you, Phil. He's the only Instacart. Yes, I know. He always bitches. How about Phil? Give up on DoorDash then if it bothers you that much.
So we put the whole order in, and I'm like, there's got to be a catch somewhere. There's got to be a catch somewhere. Where does it cost money? It can't be free. 30-day trial, right? In-store prices. Where's the catch? The catch is you have to pay a delivery fee to the driver. Now, when you order food out through, like, Uber Eats or DoorDash or any of those delivery services, you have to pay a tip to your driver, and that's what the driver gets paid. It's exactly the same thing with grocery delivery. You have to tip your driver, and they recommend that you tip a percentage rate of how much you spent at the store. Well, it just so happens this is a big stock-up, you know, week for us.
He is the only person I know, and yet he actually succeeds, but not for the reasons that he thinks. That he genuinely thinks, unironically, that people care about his mundane tasks. They don't, Phil. They don't care about mine either. It's not me being holier than thou. They don't give a fuck. We all do mundane tasks. I took a shit today. And it was brown. All right, that was actually pretty funny. Gary Coleman, that's huge. Everyone January 1st, 16 an hour. Fast food workers, 20 an hour, well deserved. And hospital employees, June 1st, 23 an hour. Good for them. And it's still going to be tough to live off that. That's the crazy part.
So it's hundreds of dollars. So because of that, the tip is really high. Like, okay, well, you know.
What's in your closet, Rich? Men.
This is not something that we would normally pay if we went to the grocery store, but I guess it's worth it. There's going to be a lot of groceries showing up.
He's a man. He's not the man. This Phil looking like a sleep paralysis demon that torments its victims in constant chats of nonsense and e-begging. Yes, this is what... I mean, think about... And we never heard about it again. When It's a Gundam makes another video. When I had the May 1st celebration, which literally thousands of people showed up to, which blew my fucking mind. I hyped it up, but it was true. I hyped it up, but thousands of people. There was like 2,000 people here on the anniversary of him jerking off accidentally on stream. Like, people took off of work to come to the stream to celebrate Phil accidentally masturbating on May 1st, 2016. That will be one of the most unforgettable moments for my whatever this fucking career is. Hey, did you check on the Snort Hogan? I have not. I was with my kid. I took my kids out to lunch today, or dinner, let's call it. I was with them all day. I have not looked into it.
So, pay this tip, right, to get it delivered or whatever, right?
Oh my god, he's drinking wheelchair donations. So,
is it more expensive than going to the store? Yes, because normally it wouldn't be a free 30-day trial. You'd be paying this monthly fee for the subscription service. And then on top of that, you have to pay a tip for the driver to deliver the food. Okay? So anyway, we put it in, and they say, okay, so you get it delivered on Thursday at the earliest. We put this in at, I want to say, like 2 p.m. Wednesday. So you think maybe they can deliver it tonight. No. The earliest...
I didn't smoke weed. And the only time I did was with my friend Nick, and he always bought it. It wasn't that I was a grub. He'd be like, yo, you want a hit? And I did. And I got fucking lit. But I wasn't really a big, like I said, a handful of times. And when I did it on a regular basis is when I had a medical marijuana card, and here we are. But back then I did it, and it was dirt shit. You know what I mean?
They could do it is the next day, okay? So around 2 p.m. hits, and it says,
Oh, God. A friend told me a messed up joke. He said, what do you call sex with a vampire in a casket, popping open a cold one? Well, they'll probably bite your fucking neck and kill you first, but so you're not going to really be popping anything.
Order was prepared at 9 a.m.
If you're going to get real technical.
At a grocery store, I'm not kidding you, over an hour away from where you live. Wait, what? Our local grocery store, the one we go to all the time. We have 2 of them near us that are within a 10-minute drive, 2 different directions. They decided to get groceries from a grocery store of this chain over an hour away. So I said, so let me get...
Maybe they don't know the area. Maybe there was some other logistical reason that they had to. Like, this is what it is, Phil. I've used these services before. Like, it happens, Phil. You don't want to deal with the quirks of the services. Don't use them.
Get this straight. This guy's been driving around all day since 9 a.m. with our groceries on his truck. Yes. I was like, but we have frozen stuff in there. Like, there's frozen foods and stuff in the order. Could it be melted? Yes. Yes, it could be melted. His truck's supposed to be cold, but there's no guarantee that when that stuff shows up to your house, it'll still be cold. Wow. So what happens, number one, what happens if he's late? And
Yeah, and not in a good way.
Number two, what happens if the stuff shows up all messed up? They said, number one, if he shows up significantly late, call us again. We'll give you like a small credit. Like, we'll give you $10. Oh, good. $10. That's really helping, right? But what happens if, like, the stuff shows...
He always... when these people see Phil's address show up, they're probably like... fuck, here we go again.
And it's all melted or it's spoiled because this guy's had it in his car all day. And they said, well, if that's the case, again, contact us and you tell us everything and we'll just give you the money back for the things that are spoiled. I said, you understand this doesn't solve the problem. I ordered groceries because I need them. I'm sick. I'm stuck at home. The whole point is to have the delivery of the groceries to my house reliably. Not you fuck it all up and you give me my money back. Because that doesn't give me the groceries. Like, I need the fucking groceries. So this is how it works.
God. He is that nightmare customer,
This is how
dude.
their system works. It's a broken-ass, unprofessional, not refined system. And they've been using this system since COVID in 2020. It's the end of 2023. They haven't figured this out yet. All right?
Oh my god, he's drinking piss.
So, the food did arrive around 4:30 p.m. And what happened was, the guy brought a bunch of plastic, like, storage containers with those foldable tops. He brought them up to the stairs and on a pallet.
You mean a cooler.
Like a giant pallet. He rolled it all up and started basically unloading plastic bags of groceries onto the front doorstep. Now, what if we were both ill? And like we were. Luckily for me, yesterday I was getting better, so I was able to bring all the groceries in. My wife couldn't. She was deathly ill. She was, in bed, couldn't move. So what if we were both sick? Who the fuck brings the groceries?
Yes, and you would keep you complaining about whatever food he was eating in the afterlife, if there is any.
I don't know. But anyway, so thankfully, I was bringing in all these groceries. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Bring them all in, right? And all right, let's take a look. So I'm checking everything.
Phil's hairline is getting bizarre. He should just grow a beard and shave his head, dude. His hairline, look at that.
And I will say this, thankfully, everything we ordered was there. I was shocked. I thought for sure they would have forgotten something. Everything that we ordered was completely there. So, excellent, right? That's good. That's good news. But...
He looks like a teacher at a high school that you would... He's, like, not the guy you looking forward to, like, going into his class. He's like, oh, fuck. Here we go.
We get to the end of unpacking everything. And I'm like, what's that? There's an extra bag.
Yeah, that hairline is rest in peace to the hairline. It's time to grow. It's time to shave it off and grow a beard, Phil. You have done as much with that hair as you could.
They gave us a bag of someone else's groceries too, so someone else got screwed. And we're looking at what's in this bag, right? Well, a couple of pears.
That hairline's back to a different zip code.
Well, I guess we'll eat the pears. And an insane amount of cheese. Like, it was a crazy-ass cheese bag full of Monterey Jack, cheddar, mixed blend.
I received 0 contributions.
Dr. Sex E. Coco donated $15. I have eaten so much meat in the past 3 days. I'm about to take a dump in the hotel bathroom. I don't know if it'll be a brick or a mudslide. Pray for me. Pray for my family. Pray for the Holiday Inn Express, Wilmington, North Carolina, room 427. Pray for Coco.
Oh, no. Dude, you're going to have people... You just doxed yourself. Why? Now you're going to have people, like, show up while you're shitting. Either way, because you ate all that meat, your ass is going to smell terrible.
Gouda? And something... There's, like, 7 or 8 kinds of cheese in this bag.
He is really enthusiastic about this cheese. They are correct. This man is very excited for the cheese.
I'm looking at it like, how are we going to possibly eat all this cheese? There's no way. We don't eat that much cheese, right? Here, you want to know the worst part? Excuse me. Whoever ordered it, some of this cheese is really high-end, expensive cheese.
That was delicious.
I did contact them in the app. I did the chat, and I explained. I was like, so just so you know.
I have never... This is like... There's a crescendo of cheese.
No, the order did show up. It showed up like a half an hour late. I'm not going to complain about I want
This is like... He is really amped about this cheese.
money back or whatever. But I got an extra bag of food, and they're like, you just keep it. They're like, we're not going to come back for it.
They can't take back food. I think it's a law.
So, you know, yesterday.
I'll be there in a couple. I'll be there in a couple hours with my ass, man.
I told her, I said, don't worry. I know you're not feeling good. I'm going to go on Amazon.
You don't want to be there. Listen, Mighty Furtado Anal, you don't want to be there.
And I'm going to order us a ton of medicine moving forward.
You know,
so I'm going to get Dayquil, and I'm going to get what they call severe cold and flu NyQuil, which supposedly is supposed to be the ultra strength, you know, most powerful version.
I love how he explains this shit like people have never been out in the wild before and seen it. You know, and then in my room I have this thing, it's called the light switch. And what you do is you flip the light switch up, and if you have lights in the room, the lights will turn on. Thanks, Phil. Holy fuck. I had no idea. I thought that was just a fucking nipple hanging off my wall. Thought I was just... Thought I just had a house full of wall nipples. Thanks to you, Phil, I know they're light switches now. You saved the day again. Man explains things like we're creatures from a different planet.
Of this shit, so that when you get it, you know, when you take it, it's supposed to like blast the cold or whatever. Okay.
It's supposed to, fuck.
So, I went and I ordered this.
It's supposed to blast the cold. Yeah, a man dressed in Dayquil comes and blasts the fucking fart in your face, and that's how your sinuses get cleared up.
0 contributions.
Kane's Corner donated $15. I was looking at going to Wilmington, North Carolina next year for an event. I know which hotel to avoid now.
Yeah, the smell will probably go away for like 2 months.
Off of Amazon, and I paid extra money for it. I paid like extra delivery fees and things to have it delivered overnight this morning. Guess what? Oh, sorry, your shipment is experiencing an unexpected delay, and we have no idea when it's showing up. Yeah, we have absolutely no idea when it's coming now, even though we need this right away from...
Oh my god. Normal things that happen on a daily basis with Philip Burnell. His life is torment. His life is suffering. His Uber driver took too long to bring him his sandwich.
For my wife to feel better. I have no idea when it's coming. Why? The fuck? I'm not kidding you. We order shit off of Amazon all the time. We live near 2 different Amazon distribution centers. We never have an issue with Amazon delivery. There's many times where we've done this and you always get it right away.
Didn't you just... Wasn't the whole thing with his neck phones where he was complaining about the Amazon driver? Yes, it was. He's Phil, though.
You know? And what the fuck? It just doesn't make any sense because, again, if we didn't need it, it would be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we weren't sick and we were just stocking up, that shit would have been here. But it's because we need it and we're sick and, you know, I want my wife...
Yeah, it's called Murphy's Law, Phil.
To feel better. So I said, don't worry, honey. I'm going to pay extra money. I'm going to get it here for you in the morning. You can start taking it. You know what I mean? I go to do it. Fucking, indefinite delay. Don't know what's going on. Sorry about that. And even right now, I'm looking on the app and I go into the fucking order and it just says...
That hairline. It looks like a tornado went through his hair like in a wheat field. And it's just like... Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, running late. Oh, sorry about that. We're sorry your delivery is late. We apologize for the inconvenience. I don't want your
0 contributions.
Dr. Coco Memorial Foundation donated $15. Hi, this is Jeff from the Sex E. Coco Memorial Foundation for DSP survivors. I regret to inform you all that, at 10:59 p.m. Est, Dr. Sex E. Coco passed on from this world. He pushed so hard that he blew an O-ring. In lieu of flowers, send toilet paper.
Listen, that won't kill you. That's why Intro Guy's ass is so powerful. Because he's blown his O-ring so many times. I don't understand. I still will never to this day understand how that man let out that powerful of a fart. His ass must have stung for like a week afterwards.
I want the fucking product, you fucking idiot. You know, I don't want your apologies because you're a fucking pussy-ass company and you don't abide by what you promise, and I fucking paid extra and my wife's sick.
But Phil, didn't you just say that they've been reliable and, hey, shit happens? What? No way. Dude, he's not dropping Cocoa Puff. He's dropping Cocoa Wet Bombs.
You don't give a fuck. I want the fucking medicine.
Ultimate laziness. It's called I'm lazy. So, what do? Hit see all updates. And there's nothing. No update. So, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Nothing. I'm completely... I can't do shit. I have to say something to the morons in chat who are saying, just drive and pick it up. Hey, fuckface. I'm sick. I probably had COVID. I'm quarantining, you stupid fuck. I'm not going to the store to buy it, you fucking idiots. That's the point of staying home and quarantining, you complete brain-dead moron. Stop saying stupid shit in the chat like that, because you sound like an infant.
Well, him going off to this extreme is ridiculous. However, if he did have COVID, yes, I agree that he should stay the fuck home so no one else gets it, even though his wife did go into work a couple days after he was homesick, but that's besides the point.
You're a fucking waste of fucking intelligent life to say dumb shit in my chat like that. That's the fucking point of being fucking...
Why do you have to go to this extreme, Phil? I mean, everyone has the streamer moments, but you do this all the time. Why are you attacking him? It's a little over the top.
Fucking quarantine, you tremendous dunce. Oh my god.
And Dr. Sexy Coco absolutely Jedi decimated that bathroom. Yeah, Phil is the master of punching himself in the face.
How do you not understand what quarantine means? Holy shit. He is a sociopath. And what I mean by that is he has no empathy, sympathy, or morality in him. He literally just doesn't have that capability. So this is true. This is documented.
I can't make her feel better. That's the worst feeling, when you have a loved one and a family member and all you want to do is make them feel better, and you can't, and you're powerless. And who made me fucking powerless? Amazon did. Because that's...
Come on. You're not... Who made me powerless? Jeff Bezos. I was starting to get bored, and that just sucked me back in. Who made me powerless? Amazon. Mr. Bezos, I'm coming for you. You thought you took the power away from me, but I'm going to get that power right back. Why? Because I jerked off accidentally on stream on May 1st, 2016. Phil's coming to your house and gonna shove that penis rocket right up your ass, Mr. Bezos. Phil's not fucking around. You didn't take the power away from him.
Not that I didn't fucking try or pay. They're inept at what they do, right?
YouTube's most prolific masturbator.
How the fuck did you botch up my medicine order for someone who's obviously sick? You didn't botch up, oh, someone's fucking...
Oh my god. Oh, but yeah, they're like, you know what? Phil's sick. Let's fuck it up. You're just a number and a name to them, Phil. Like we all are. Things happen at distribution centers. Jesus Christ, you entitled man with a weird hairline.
Fucking football or, you know, a fucking phone case. You botched a medicine for someone who's sick. You fucking...
It's Dayquil, Phil. It's not like it's their fucking insulin that they need. It's Dayquil. It's just to alleviate symptoms.
Idiots. Unbelievable.
Oh my god. Amazon made me powerless. That's... Yo, that should... I wish that would go viral. Yo, could someone make Critical watch this? Gee, I don't have the clout to make this go viral. Make him watch this. Amazon made this man powerless. That is one of the funniest things that I have heard in a very long time.
Anyway.
That guy needs to be kicked in the freaking balls. He's an asshole.
And that's the Halloween Marathon. That, unfortunately, you know, the Halloween Marathon is a one-time-a-year thing. All right, it makes sense to do it on Halloween or right around Halloween. We're now into early November. We are already into the Thanksgiving month.
His hairline is just like a wall cloud from a tornado about to touch down. That's all it is.
We're into Black Friday coming up. We're getting into the holiday spirit.
He's like, ah!
It's late. We apologize for the inconvenience. I don't want your apology. I want the fucking...
asshole.
And that's the Halloween Marathon.
It's just like all over. It's just, his hairline is just absolutely all over.
That, unfortunately, you know, the Halloween Marathon is a one-time-a-year thing.
It's like almost,
right?
it's like weirder.
On Halloween or right around Halloween.
It's about as weird as a comb over.
We're now into early November. We are already into the Thanksgiving month. We're into Black Friday coming up. We're getting into the holiday spirit. If you go out to any store, it's Christmas, right? Anywhere you go, it's fucking Christmas everywhere, correct? So, we're not going backwards in time. We're not gonna...
Phil, I want you to get shirtless on Christmas Eve and just put 2 Christmas ornaments on your nipples and play Doom. I would tune in a heartbeat.
Do horror.
I don't think that's against YouTube TUS. You're actually covering your nipples.
Again, we did horror last month. You know, I did a ridiculous amount of horror reviews.
Every time someone tips him $5, he has to spin him around too.
For DSP React, we had horror animations all month, which is really fun. But there's no way, because it's funny. So we were like, just do the marathon anyway. Like, what the fuck? Do the marathon anyway. Number one, I want you to think about this. We are behind a week of gaming. I'm in the middle of 3 new releases that we should be way further into than we are. We've got 2 more new...
Who cares, Phil? You're making it like you have to do a thesis and it has a due date for college. Who fucking cares? Miss a game and play another one then. I can't believe Amazon took the power away from you. He is such a fucking dent. Like when he was pissed off at Sega, this is back in 2013 when he was back at the original Snortfort, and he's like, I bought this game, and he's like looking at like the copyright strikes and like what YouTube Studio was back then, to create my work of art. And everyone's like, your work of art? The fuck are you on? Then he says the headaches or brain swelling. He's just like a living cartoon character. That's what he is. Yes, Phil, I know I get shirtless and kiss chickens, and yeah, I do weird shit. I'll admit it. If that makes me a lolcow, that makes me a lolcow, but you tick all the boxes. Because you desperately don't want to be one. I don't give a fuck if people here think I'm a lolcow. If I'm entertaining them, I'm entertaining them. That's what matters. I'm not going to, like, start fisting myself on OnlyFans to make money. I like making jokes. Hold on one second. Coming to a theater near you. Philip Burnell is getting the power back from Jeff Bezos in The Burst of May 1st. 2. The Search for More Power. This Friday, brought to you by Sexy Coco Mudslides.
I'm never blowing bubbles ever again.
If intro guy ever meets a woman with a fart fetish, she's going to marry him instantly because that man can let out farts that I don't even think God knew existed.
New releases coming out in a week, and all the stuff I'm doing, all I would get is complaints. Well, Phil...
Come, Bubbles Burnell. Oh... Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Come Bubbles Burnell.
Oh, why aren't you playing more Call of Duty? Why aren't you playing Like a Dragon Gaiden? Oh, because we're still playing the 3 games because we didn't get... Well, why didn't you get so far? Because I was sick. Well, why didn't you play more of it? Well, because I did the Halloween Marathon. Why'd you do the Halloween Marathon? You should have been playing the new releases. Right?
Oh my god. He treats his audience like a battered wife.
Now, in addition to all of that, okay? In addition to all of that, you know what, 672?
really?
Enjoy your fucking time out. You know, I've had enough of your fucking lip. I really have.
That's right. This is the United States of Phil. I am the supreme being. I make the rules, and what I say goes. This is not a place for you to stand on your soapbox and complain about censorship and freedom of speech, because the bottom line is you don't have freedom of speech. This is my land.
This is my land? He really said that?
Literally just in the chat, oh, it's too much work for you. Go fuck yourself. Here's what's too much work for you. Shut your fucking lips. Because I've had enough. You've been like a sarcastic dick here, on and off, and I've had enough of your shit. So sit out for 10 fucking minutes and come back and apologize publicly to me for being...
Apologize publicly. Okay. Vlad Tepes, you're gonna cut off his hands for trying to steal the crown? What are you, the fucking capo? I need you to come apologize publicly to me in front of the families. For justifiably calling me a fucking idiot. You said that Amazon took the power away from you. You deserve to be roasted.
Being a dick. Thanks. Okay. Now, here's another thing. If we were to do a marathon right now, it's probably the worst.
Then he wonders why he could barely crack like 300 people a stream. Not that I get thousands of people, I get that, but come on, like, you just like are so unwelcoming. Like, yeah, people are going to be sarcastic. So what?
Possible thing for my health. All right, why? Because marathons are incredibly tiring.
And then you people, Phil's a toxic streamer. No, you actually you try to make me look like that. Please understand that I'm not toxic. I'm not. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of...
And the thing about Phil is if he went to a...
Shave the pee!
Jesus Christ. If he went to a shrink, he would just either think the shrink is wrong and stop going. He's already said he's too busy because he's his rigid schedule. His boss, Phil, would fire him. I can't do any more, Phil. I can't do any more, Phil. Oh, no, wait. The worst PKA guest of all time. All right. I'll bite.
Larry, Larry was my idea, so if you liked him, you're welcome. And if you hated him, like most of my friends did, I'm sorry.
Your friends didn't like him? I thought it was
a bunch of people told me they didn't like him.
A lot of people.
Oh, they're just talking about people. I thought it was like clips. Let me see. I want to see. I thought there was one where they were talking about wings. Yeah, I forgot to do a video on that. Dude, think about that. No, I have not seen your documentary. Where can it be seen? Is it on your YouTube channel? Why am I going to Stuttering Craig? Oh, no. On YouTube? Oh, no. Side Scrollers Podcast. What is that face? Wait. Oh, so much here. Oh, no, I don't know if I could emotionally handle this now. This is like, hey, Rich, here's a gold mine. What are these? Dude, why does he think that these... Why does he... What's that movie that had, not Borat, where the guy was a model? His dad was on King of Queens. Oh, yeah, Classy's video. We'll do that first. Maybe we'll save this for another stream because holy shit. There's so much here. Ah, Razor Fist. Hi. I don't know. I didn't put up a goal tonight, man. Zoolander. Yeah, he's doing Zoolander. What's the... Ben Stiller. Like, what is this? Are you sucking on a fucking lemon or are you supposed to be pissed? I wonder, she's here a lot. I wonder if Travis was like not okay with her being part of the show. Like a permanent part. I wonder if that had something to do with it. Okay. All right. So I got it here. So let's copy this link. Copy link address. What's on Twitter? Who got into an argument with Adam? Yeah, there's some great
I don't even have enough for tax.
There's some quality people in that camp. Very quality people.
Stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I'm barely getting by paying bills, and I know I'm going to have more problems later this year with taxes and stuff. It's like an endless cycle. Yeah. Here, October was a month where your tip contributions were amazing. They helped a ton. They were right on par, if not a little higher than what normally you would do. I appreciate that. Super chat.
A sequel to the Mel Gibson film Man Without a Face. Philip Burnell stars in Man Without a Hairline.
Chats were great too. The one thing where we were coming up short was
he can't decide where that hairline is, man. I can't get over it.
Memberships, where we had started the month with like 600. We actually got over 650.
I missed your Super Florida Farmer. Did you see the Wings reaction video? No. I know it exists. We'll save that for another night. I know a widow's peak is a thing, but his is not like even like a widow's peak. It's like a tornado falling. It's like a tornado coming down in a field. Yeah, it was just the whole... I'm hoping it was that Travis is like, wait, yeah, I am being very hypocritical right now. This is not a good look for me. And maybe Melanie Mack she's not in all the episodes, but recent ones she's been like there's a lot of clips with her there. Maybe Travis was not okay with that, which he shouldn't have been. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to speak for him, but it would... Any logical human being, that would make sense. Yeah, well, at least Louis Ross... I know Widow's Peaks, like, yeah, Louis Rossman, but at least that Louis Rossman's receding hairline is receding with definition. Phil's just like... He's like a cockatoo about to mate.
50 at one point. And then by the end of the month, we were down to below, like, look at now. This is where we were. Like 400 something, low 400s. And at this point of year, this is where you would have seen a big boost in memberships because I'm playing all the hot new releases. And
all the hot new the hot new releases. He is such a cornball. All the hot new releases. What are you, a fucking Blockbuster ad? Listen, you're a hot new release. That hairstyle is a hot new release. And it is not a goddamn widow's peak. Louis Rossman's receding hairline is a widow's peak. That is a... I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't really talk. I'm not a stud by any means, but...
And for some reason, it just didn't happen this month. I don't know why, because I'm playing all the hot new releases, and typically people come by and support them, and they did, just not in that way.
What the fuck was that about?
Okay. The money. Show
Unless
me
that
the
wasn't.
money.
Yeah, that was enough. That was a well. He had a hot new release May 1st, 2016. That was good. That deserves an applause.
Yes, I truly believe that if this Halloween marathon had happened, that you would have seen a rallying, that people would have come by for the Halloween marathon and would have gifted memberships and would have joined, and you would have seen this level of support. I firmly believe it, okay? Am I upset? I'm upset, but I'm not upset at the viewers. I'm upset at the sickness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just upset at the situation. That
Sounds like he's rapping. He has a PlayStation 5 box holding up the art.
Like,
I
what
just
the hell
noticed
could
that.
anything have done any differently? You know? Nothing. I'm not going to be angry. You guys are always supporting me. You guys are amazing, right? But here's the deal. This month of October that just ended, on YouTube, this is not
Phil's down with the sickness.
tips-wise, but this is YouTube performance. Went like this for me. Now, normally, when we hit this big gaming season, it goes up. It actually went down.
He's literally had this conversation in 2016.
I did better in September by a lot on YouTube than I did in October. Because I think, again, the big culmination was supposed to be the marathon, and it didn't happen. Okay? So, that sucks ass. And that's
Sucks ass.
terrible. That's such a terrible thing. And what's going to happen is, when my YouTube payment comes through this month, which happens around the 21st, roughly, it's going to be way less than what it was last month, and it's going to be way less than what I usually would get around this time of year. That's not good. All right?
Yeah, he's literally, this is Groundhog Day for Phil's begging.
Things have not gotten cheaper. Okay? I'm going to be dropping money on new games. You know, it's the end of the year, and things are more expensive, and it sucks. You know? This is the time of year...
Thank you for that story, Phil. It's the end of the year. Things are more expensive, and it sucks.
Congratulations.
When you have to spend more money. You know, normally this time of year, it's like, oh, I'm going to get a nice holiday...
He had a hot... Thekvi Coco had a hot new release, and he melted Wolf with a butthole.
A feast for my wife and I for Thanksgiving and stuff like that, and we're going to do this and that, you know? And now it's going to be... And by the way, for the record, because you might say,
we'll finish this video and call it a night.
It's going to be thousands of dollars less. Let's put it that way. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I looked at the numbers, and at least the initial estimate is that at least over 1,000, if not more.
You just said thousands. You just said thousands.
Less than what I would normally make in a month on YouTube. Which sucks, you know? And that's not good. That's very...
YouTube Detroit percussionist just under 7 minutes and forgot to DM you, and the Chicago Tribune is releasing a profile of me next week. I'll send it to you. Thank you, Josh Jones. I appreciate that, sir. Currently watching this from my hotel in Staten Island. My girlfriend is running in the New York City Marathon tomorrow. Wish her luck. Yeah, best of luck to her. And yeah, Josh Jones, I will check it out. Thank you.
Very, very bad. Okay? But it's not the end of the world. It's not. It's because people want to act like assholes. They want to be like, so that means that the sky is falling and Phil goes out of business. That doesn't mean that. But yeah, my company is not bankrupt. My business is not bankrupt. My business
proceeds to absolutely go bankrupt.
Business is doing well. It's profitable. The problem is all the profit gets sucked up by this insane amount of unsecured personal debt that I have. It just means things are tighter. It just means that sadly, now, instead of having the flexibility that you think you're going to have, now you don't have that flexibility anymore. Now you don't have the money to spend on a present or something that was coming up, or, you know, things that we were hoping to do, or, you know, I hate to say it.
Can't put together that sex dungeon, can you, Phil?
But as I said, my ultimate fear is this. I don't want to go back to...
He really is in a constant state of peril. He really is. I got to take a break from this man.
Where I was 3 years ago, when I was in bankruptcy. You understand what I'm saying? I was up to my eyeballs in debt. I couldn't afford to pay the debt anymore. And I had to declare bankruptcy. And it ruined my credit. And it's going to take me forever.
No, I kind of feel like Phil's almost asexual now. I think he used to be, I don't know.
To recover from that. Like, I'm not even close to recovering from that right now.
If I was a betting man, I would bet like his wife sleeps on the couch and he sleeps upstairs or vice versa.
And I don't want to now be on the path back there. And I was doing really good. Tourism Zone, please stop with the nonsense. No one's taking my game consoles. No one's taking any of my shit. Just stop right now. I mean it. If you believe that stupidity, you are so gullible and you believe the dumbest shit from the dumbest fucking people on the planet. You really do. I'm sorry, but like, why are you going to propagate their nonsense? Stop bringing that shit up on my streams, alright? Stop right now.
Please don't go, Rich. Dude, I have to get sleep, work on stuff.
I had momentum going, and the months were going good, and everything was going well, and this year, financially, things were actually looking up and doing better, you know? And now, losing essentially a week of work, including a marathon that likely would have propelled...
Could you imagine him being your coworker? You know he would not shut the fuck up about any of this shit, ever. If you sat in the cubicle next to him, you would be like, oh, fucking Jesus Christ, what am I going to do? This job pays decent. I don't want to work next to this guy.
And boosted me to a better level, or at least to the level where normally I would be on YouTube, and it's gone. It's just gone now, you know? So the thing is, you might say, well, this is, we're going to support, we're going to rally, we're going to help Phil. Let's gift a bunch of...
I wish there was a way legally I could, like, find a coworker of Phil's and ask how he was to work with. It would probably give a curious answer. Maybe he was actually a totally normal... It could be.
Memberships now. Well, hey, listen. Yeah, that would help, absolutely. That would help the community. I'm sure everyone else would appreciate that. And that would help me in the...
Have a good night, Abby.
...long term. But the problem now is that in the short term, I have nothing to make up for the fact that my YouTube payment will be way less this month than what it's supposed to be or usually would be around this time of year because I was sick.
Unlike other people who stream for a living and other people who do YouTube for a living or both, like I do.
See, I love when the track actors do this because he always makes it like what he's talking about he's never experienced before. And it's like looping a tape. Here it is, the tape playing again many years ago.
Most of them who are successful don't have to worry about, oh no, I'm sick, I have to take a day off. For them, it's like, oh. Well, I make so much damn money, it doesn't really matter. It's like a holiday for me, right?
So, this is stupid. Because I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of saying, oh, tips are the best way to contribute. I fucking hate saying that. I'm tired of it.
You are such a goddamn liar. You've been saying this since the beginning when you looked like Curly from the Three fucking Stooges. You told people to click on the ads, Phil. One time indirectly, one time directly. You have been begging since you stepped onto the internet. Literally, with video evidence.
I wanted that when you come to my stream, you don't have to...
Have a good night, Jeffrey. Yeah, like I said, after this, I'm calling it quits. I'm going to go stare at my JVC. There's only one quirk it has. Is that... I think I mentioned this early on in the stream with a different group of people. If you play a cassette deck in the play-only deck, sometimes, and then you put it in the record deck, it like goes into high-speed dub mode. You could stop it easily by them putting the tape back in the other deck, and then they'll just play normally and everything's fine with both decks. But that means something's getting stuck, and I want to figure out what it is. Does anyone here care? No, you probably give zero fucks about a mid-range tape deck from 1986. Actually, low end, actually. But I'm telling you anyway, because I can.
Hear me say, oh, please tip me because tipping is the best way and I get it right away. I'm fucking tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm the fucking streamer and I'm sick and tired of it. I want to fucking say it ever again. But it's like, why is it that this keeps happening? Right? That we get to the situation where, well...
We get to this situation. We get to... He is such a fucking gaslighter. Do they have a vested financial interest in you, Phil? Minus giving you money? Is there Philip Burnell stock shares? Are you a publicly traded company? Let's go over the quarterly numbers on Masturbation Inc.
The only way to resolve this is short term. I need tips again. I need tips again. I need tips again. I'm fucking tired of this shit. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of saying this bullshit. Because it's bullshit. I should be here to play games and have fucking fun with you, and that's it. That should be the only thing we talk about.
So do that. Do that. Stop being such a fucking walled garden with your chat. If people want to troll, to a degree, so long as there's no physical threats, so long as no one's saying anything like fucking creepy, which I know that could kind of fluctuate, and no one's doxing anybody, and no obvious hate speech. Like, I know I'm adding stuff, but you guys know it takes a lot for me to block somebody. Like, chill out. I like imagine me like fucking timing someone out for saying, hey Rich, why don't you just go to the store? That's like, people always joke saying, oh, are you drinking soda? Imagine me timing someone. You know I'm not drinking fucking soda. Every fucking time I pick up a can, I tell you, it's seltzer. It's not soda. But you got to say, you're getting timed out. When you get back in 10 minutes, I want a fucking public apology. Tired of this, man. Who cares? Phil, who cares? Nobody. You shouldn't care. But that's the problem, is that's why you don't get new viewers. Or you have low viewership, because you have all these, like, they have to just, like, treat you like you're just the greatest man alive, and that's it. And ask you what you had for dinner. Who fucking cares what you had for dinner?
All day long. But why? But this shit just keeps happening to me. At every waking fucking moment, every time that I think I'm getting ahead, and every time that it feels like I'm getting ahead, and things are getting better, oh, now this fucks you over. Now this fucking happens. Now someone steals your fucking car tire off your car, and now this thing happens behind the scenes that costs you thousands of dollars, and then this happens, and then you get sick and you can't fucking work, and then a troll fucks you over because they fucked your in-ear, this and that, and fuck this and fuck that. It's like, fuck. They fucked me again, left and right. Fuck. I've had enough, man. I've had enough. I've had enough. I'm at my wit's end now of this bullshit.
DBZ King is there.
I'm never blowing bubbles ever again.
Bubbles,
bubbles, bubbles, bubbles, bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. I don't want to talk about this shit anymore. I'm done with this nonsense.
Dude, someone described it perfectly. Everyone always like someone wrote in a tweet. Everyone always says Phil has survived. Like they name this company, they name that company. It's not that he's survived. He just won't leave. He's that guy at the party who will just not like, hey man, it's time to go. Oh, you know, I can hang out for a little bit more. No, you can't. We're done. We're cleaning up. The wife needs to go to bed. Oh, that's right. She can go to sleep. I'll just go watch some TV. Holy fuck. Okay, you know what? Just sit right there and fuck.
No, the internet was not a troll. I was grouping a million things together there. Someone just says the internet was a troll. No, it wasn't an internet troll. Anyway.
Well, Yanni, you're catching like the next 10 minutes of it.
But you understand what I'm saying. I'm just tired of it. Every time I feel like I'm ahead and I'm getting to a point where this is getting better, something fucks me. It's like I'm cursed. I'm destined for fucking pain or something. Like, what the fuck did I ever do to deserve that every single time? The actual hard...
If you didn't act like such a fucking chat Nazi, and anyone who says anything that you remotely dislike, ban him or time him out, you would have more people watching. If you didn't beg constantly, people would be more inclined to give you money because people want to feel like doing something, not feel like they're required to do something.
Hard workers who should be out there and should actually be getting the credit. And by the way, I'm not necessarily just talking about me. I'm talking about many, many people out there who are genuine, who love what they do, who do it for the sake of loving it, not for the sake of a paycheck. Even though it's fun to make money doing it, those people get looked over, glossed over, tossed to the side, while it's these elitist guys who get all the attention, and it's never going to change. It's been like that. Television, movies, and zero contributions.
Why Susha 116 donated $15. Hey Phil, I ended up getting into an accident about a month ago. I had to put money down on a car about a week later. I had to make phone calls. It's called adulting.
But to him, that, like, he doesn't understand. That's why I made that light switch terrible joke before, but it is true. Like, he explained, like, even like the Advil or whatever he was taking, he's like, you have to take one every 2 to 3. Like, no shit, Phil. It says the directions. No one's had fucking cold medicine before. Oh, but like, I don't know. I guess it's a lack of self-awareness, and he has a very, like, he literally auditions people essentially to be mods. Like, he has like a meeting with a person in his Discord. Bro, if we're having a meeting about something, it better be about money. If you make me meet with you just to be a mod, you're fuck off. I'll laugh in your face.
Any kind of advertising, anything, it's always fucking been like this. These corporations get involved and ruin everything.
I don't know if he has a Discord. He probably does. Yes, he does.
I received zero contributions.
It's like the Twilight
Review
Zone.
China USA donated $20.
Oh,
I
no.
miss you. Can you please give me some content? I'm bored.
Well, I shoved the mic up my ass before, and the bird came to life and started pecking my nipples. You missed it. Damn it. Have a good night, dead man. Yeah, like I said, it's the tail end of it too anyway, so.
Something else comes up. Something else creeps up. Something else creeps up. I'm done with it. So, matter of factly, yeah, this month, tips would be great. This month, if you tip me.
And there we go. It's the damn it, I'm so tired of this beg.
And if people tip more this month, it'll make up for the fact that my YouTube payment will be less this month. But then what happens? You guys all tip me, and then I don't get contributions via memberships, via super chat.
Is he pretending to feel bad for them for tipping to him when he asked for them to tip to him? And then he's like, oh, but then he won't be able to tip me later on. I'm going to eat this microphone and then throw it back up and put it back on the stand.
And then I get a low YouTube payment next month, and then it's a vicious cycle. It never fucking ends. It literally never fucking ends this way. You understand? Well, I'm gonna break the fucking cycle. I had enough of this shit. Contribute.
He's gonna quit YouTube and get an actual job.
However you want. I don't care how you do it. I don't. Anything is appreciated.
Oh, he just wants you to contribute.
Because you guys are so awesome, and I understand that not everyone can tip. Not everyone likes using PayPal. Not everyone likes doing that. Not everyone can afford that or do that. Maybe you can just every once in a while become a member or gift them.
How about you stream more? You stream only, what, like 4 or something hours a day. I don't even know why you put up so you waste all these hours putting up videos on demand. Phil, they get a few hundred views each. Just leave the stream up and don't waste all that time chopping the fucking videos that you don't edit anyway. And stream more and just leave the VODs up and make more money that way. Things are changing with me. I'm going to be streaming more. That's it.
The membership. Do that too. Right? Do a super chat. Do nothing. Do fucking nothing. If you can't, it's fine. Like a video. Leave a comment. Do whatever you can. But I'm not going to sit here and talk about this all fucking day anymore. I've had enough. I don't want to I'm tired of this bullshit. I really am. Enough is enough. I'm taking control of the situation right fucking now. Fuck all this nonsense and all this insane nonsense that thinks is going to dictate my life and what the fuck I do on my streams. Fuck you. Oh. Everyone.
This is the most bizarre video I've seen. Who is he? Was he like fighting with himself? Is he like punching the air? What is he doing?
One of these fucking losers out there who thinks that they know shit, go fuck yourselves and kiss my fucking ass and eat my shit. Alright? As of right now, I'm taking control. Alright? Support however you want. Please do. Alright? Because support is what makes me who I am today. If without your support, I would not be here today. I would not be able to make the content that I make, and you guys know that. Alright? But I'm not going to sit here and say, we're doing a special fundraising marathon. We're going to try to make up for the fact that I was sick.
Dude, are you really like gaslighting them into like, hey, I'm begging, but I'm going to pretend I'm not begging? That's literally what he's doing right now. He's stealth begging.
At the end of October, we're going to do a begathon where, hey, tip me and do this and do that. We're not doing that. It's business as usual here on DSP Gaming. We play games. We have fun. If you guys like it, you support it.
So why didn't you just do that and not do this speech? You did the speech to make people feel like, oh man, he's in financial distress. I should help him.
Please do. Please understand. I am set back thousands of dollars now.
I'm set back thousands of dollars now. I totally don't need your help though, guys. God damn it, I'm taking a stand. I'm not gonna beg. I'm just gonna beg. Dude.
Because of what just happened at the end of October. No exaggeration. Is there a way to make that up? Sure. Some extra tips. But
how about you stream more, giving people more opportunity to do the tips, so it's not them giving extra, it's you putting more time in. Fuck the stupid chopped up video on demands that 3 people watch. Leave the streams up and stream more. That's what I'm going to do. Now I know why you sent this to me, Classy. I get it now.
I can't make you do that, nor am I going to sit here and beg and demand it every day. Fuck that shit.
It's like any other job. You want to make more money, you put in more hours. It's that simple. This is the most Phil video Phil has ever filled. Siri, you're right. This video is peak Phil. How the fuck did that turn on Siri? This is Phil as Phil can be.
I'm going to play games and have fun, and if what comes in, and we go from there. And I guess if I take 10 steps back because of this fucking illness, I take 10 steps back financially, and I get screwed.
Look up benchmarks. I don't know benchmarks off the top of my head, so me saying yes or no, you have to look at the value per dollar. There are plenty of either YouTube videos or there's like tons of write-ups. Look up some and see if you think the price to performance difference is worth it. Because the 4090 ain't cheap.
For months and months, and now it takes a year to recover back to where I was before this happened. I guess so be it.
He so needs edibles. He absolutely needs edibles. But then he'll end up saying his jokes are all racist, stupid shit. That's why he has to act like a uptight, disgruntled math teacher. So if he got stoned, you know he would say something stupid in like T-2 seconds.
Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and bitch about it all day. I'm tired of being a fucking victim. I'm tired of putting up with this shit. I really am.
You need to say this to a therapist, not your audience, Phil. You need to say this to a therapist.
I'm not putting up. I'm not doing it no more.
But the therapist won't tip you.
No more of these fuckers gonna do, you know, try to dictate my fucking life to me and say what I say.
Who's dictating your life? You're asking for the tips. You got sick. What are you gonna do? Fight the germs? You gonna have a fist fight with the COVID cells? What are you gonna shrink down and be like, here, put them up. I'm Philip Burnell. I masturbated. What are you gonna do?
And doing all this bullshit, you know, enough is fucking enough. I mean, seriously, I've had enough. Stop this!
All right, I admittedly even had my fill of Phil, and my voice is starting. Hey, that's a stream. My voice is starting to get a little funky too, as you can hear. And the bird's getting nervous because of this voice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a hell of a ride tonight. Thank you so much, and thank you for coming to another exciting ReviewTechUSA stream. I'll be back tomorrow with more content and a big, flat, hairy ass. Have a good one.